Testing, testing. All right, I don't know how many people are going to show up, but I'm just going to go ahead and start this. So the rig we're using, I've been using it a lot for these races, so the engine and chassis are showing some wear, but they should be okay for the race. So what we're going to do is a Sophy AI race. I've spent a lot of time getting all the cars to be fairly equal. And what I've done is for the qualifying on the cars, I went ahead and manually qualified them myself. Let's go in here and load the settings that I have saved. So what I did was I manually qualified them myself, one car at a time, and the car that's on pole and the car that's in last place are separated by about 0.6 of a second, so they're all pretty close as far as the BOP is concerned. So we are not using the Gran Turismo BOP. I like to start the rolling start interval pretty far apart, about 150 feet. That just, unfortunately with the Sophy AI, even though it is really good, you still have to find ways to make it a challenge for yourself. And that is by reducing the power on your car, increasing the weight on your car, increasing the rolling start interval, stuff like that, just to make it a challenge. You have to make sure you have boost on weak. This is a key thing with the AI cars in Gran Turismo. This will actually make them behave more realistically, like they will keep up on the speed better. If you have it on none, they'll be a lot easier to pass, and they'll just fall way back. So put boost on weak, and the race will be better. Now I've been having, because the cars are so closely tuned together as far as BOP is concerned, I've found that they have a hard time passing each other. And so I've put slipstream strength on strong, and that kind of helps them do overtaking down the straightaways. But I still find that occasionally a whole row of cars will get stuck behind another car because one of them, like, they'll pull out on the straightaway like they're going to pass, but then when they get to the first corner, they'll just tuck back in line where they were at, and they'll do this for multiple laps in a row. Just going to keep damage on light for this. Tire wear ×2, fuel ×2. This just makes it so that it's impossible to finish an hour race on one tank of fuel, so you do have to stop. Grip reduction real. I think for weather, we'll just go ahead with that. I'm going to put that on 1x. Selecting cars from the garage. Professional level difficulty, of course. So this first car at the very top in first place, this is what we're calling a rabbit car or a pace car. Now with this goes back to the boost setting. So if you get into first place and you have the boost setting on, the AI cars behind you will increase their speed just to keep up with you. And to make it more realistic so that doesn't happen, what you do is you put a car in the lead that is faster than all the other cars and impossible for you to even beat. That way you're not in first place, and so the effect of the boost catch-up is basically eliminated. So So even if I get into first place, I can still pull away from the second place car because I'm not actually in first, and it recognizes that. So here is the starting lineup as they were qualified. You'll probably recognize some of these names. I went through and gave them all somewhat recognizable names. Matt Campbell is actually a Porsche driver, but there's no Porsche in this series, so we just threw him in there. And yeah, so this is everything here. Now my car is slightly down on power, and I've added roughly my physical body weight in ballast to the car to increase the weight. So because of that, the outright speed is kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say slow, but slower than the other cars. So as a result of that, I qualified 17th. And actually that would be, excuse me, that would actually be 16th, because the lead car, the first car, doesn't, this one up here at the top doesn't count. We're just ignoring that one. So this is the starting lineup here. And just going to turn all of the penalties off. I keep the flag rules on just because it makes it more realistic. Not really any need for the pit lane line cutting penalty because it'll only apply to me. The AI cars won't cross the line anyway. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the race. Now, like I said, this is a 60-minute race. I'm starting towards the back, and we'll see if it's possible to get into first place by the end of the race. Usually I pit right around the halfway mark because I am absolutely terrible at calculating fuel use and how much I need at the pit stop to be able to make it to the end. So I pit basically right at the halfway mark so that it's easy for me to see how much I've used, so I know how much I need to take to cover the same amount. So yeah, here we, oh, I need to turn my steering wheel on. There we go. All right, there we go. This car is not that great on cold tires, so we're going to take it easy for the first lap. Now, Sophy AI is great to race against because it is almost like racing a human player, but they do still have their, I guess, their little quirks that you gotta pay attention to. Warm up to this car a little bit because I spent all last night driving a different vehicle for something else, so I gotta get used to this one again. there's already a clear difference between Sophy AI and the regular Gran Turismo AI, because if this were the regular AI, I would have probably passed multiple cars by now. Coming up the hill here, the AI cars are a little slow, so sometimes you can catch up to them a little bit there. This spot too. I was gonna go for it. I took a look, but just wasn't gonna work. One of the main reasons I reduced the power on my car is because of the strong slipstream. I don't want it to have a major effect on my car. Might have a run here. After you pass the Sophy AI cars, you gotta make sure that you kind of hug the inside line on the corner, because they will definitely try to do the over-under on you. If they can stick their nose in there, they will. Another thing I've noticed about the Sophy AI is that some of the cars, they will actually get stuck behind for several laps, and they'll all pile up like a train behind it, which is kind of annoying. So you can see the car that's in first place, the pace car or the rabbit car, is running laps that are roughly a couple seconds quicker. They're going to pull out to try and make a pass, but then he'll tuck back in. Oh, going for it. Ooh, contact. That's going to give the other Mercedes a chance here. Yep. Try and get a run on him here. Also really good at covering that inside so you can't get in there. See if we can get a run here now. One thing I hate about these Mercedes is that it's really hard to see the brake lights. The Lexus behind us is catching up. Good thing about Sony or the Sophy AI is that we are a handful of laps into this race already. We've passed one car. Let's see if we can sneak in here. There we go. One of the things that Sophy does that I don't like is when they come out of a corner, they'll swing hard to the inside of the track, like they're trying to block, but they do it every lap. But it's probably not going to happen. No. As soon as I pull out of the slipstream, it slows down. Might have a run. Nope. Let's see, they're covering that inside too, so you can't get down in there. Gotta run. Gotta run. Woo! Backed out of it. Got pinched off. See if we can get in the down into the hairpin here. Oh man. If I braked any later, I would have hit him. Keep an eye on these cars behind me because they will put their nose in. See, I can get a run in the draft, but as soon as I pull out, it slows down. Oh, gotta run. Should be able to go for it here. The Jaguar is really bad for understeer, and even the AI cars kind of struggle with it. Like I've got understeer right now. It's also really bad for aero wash. If you're right behind a car, it just doesn't want to turn. Oh. Protect the inside so they don't get back down in there. Alright, let's see if we can catch the next group. Watch these guys so they don't try to slipstream past me. I think we're pretty safe now. Oh, we got some passing going on behind me. Trying anyway. Yeah, see the Jag always understeers and goes out wide. So that lets the other cars get up underneath them. I still think that there is something going on with, you know, it doesn't matter how much you try to balance the field and try to get them to pass each other and whatnot. There's still something programmed that makes them either be fast or slow, because, you know, the car that's in second place right now is a Mustang, and I've got it pretty balanced to the rest of the field, but there's also a Mustang at the back of the field, and it's basically just staying back there. It's not passing anybody. the Lexus here has been kind of a pain in the butt because for some reason it requires a lot more horsepower than the other cars to be competitive. Not enough room to get in there. Got a Corvette up there going for a move on the Aston. Didn't make it work though. First and second place cars have gapped the field a little bit. Got a terrible run out of there. Everybody, so this is what I was talking about before, that the black and white Aston Martin up there, all these cars are stuck behind it and they can't get around. So it makes it easier for me to pick them off one at a time, but it would be nice if they could actually pass the Aston. Oop, bump. I was going to try and get a run, but I was too close and I bumped him instead. Oh, going for it. Got a run maybe. Just get the nose in there. Oh, got a pass on the Mercedes here. So the Corvette's pulling out to make a pass, but he's probably going to tuck back in. Yep. Like I said, they get stuck for some reason. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if there is a way to fix it. Bump. That's my fault. Probably just lost my clean race on that too. Oh, little wheel spin. So if you look at the totem on the left, it says I'm 42 seconds behind the leader, but that's not accurate. He just completely left that door open for me. Probably pit in a couple laps. So once again, the Corvette pulled out to make a pass, but then tucked back in. Not doing anything with it. See if I can get in here. Ooh, just stuck the nose in there. Got a run on me. Once again, the Corvette tries to pass the Aspen and can't get by. Got to run. See if he can make it stick this time. See, he like slowed down. I think he'll get it this time though. Oh, and a little bump for me to help him because I was not paying attention. Yeah, see, they're slow up that hill right there, and you can get a run on them. The problem is they are right where you need to be to try and pass. Send it. Wow, he got passed by a couple other cars too. Alright, now we have a big gap to try and close up here. And I missed the apex on that. I think we'll pit at the end of the next lap. Catching them slowly. A little bit of wheel spin. Hopefully future updates to the Sophy AI will make them more competitive across the board without the player having to limit their car to make it a close race. Alright, we're going to pit this time. Okay, so... Oh, it's actually working this time. I wonder if it's because... So, all the test races that I've done up to this point, I've done it timed to 60 minutes, and the little diamond that's on the top there wasn't working for some reason. It would just be all the way off to the right. But now that I'm using an actual lap count, the diamond is working. So, that tells you about where you need to go to make it. Looks like these cars have pit too. And I don't think I took enough fuel. Well, maybe. We might, yeah, I think we'll be okay. As long as we don't go too crazy. So it looks like all the Lexus, is it Lexuses or Lexi? I don't know. What's the plural of Lexus? But it looks like they pit the lap before me, and they actually made up some time because this guy was much further down the field, and he actually beat me out of the pits. Ooh, sticking it in there. He left it open, so I went for it. I should have been paying attention to the radar and not the fuel thing. Didn't know he had a nose in there. How much these pit stops shake up the field. An eye on this just in case. it's probably going to be pretty close. I think the little diamond lied to me, but we'll find out. That's our first like clean lap without really having any traffic. And we're about 1.2 seconds slower than the Rabbit car. For the Rabbit car or the Pace car, a lot of people have been using stuff that's like really fast, like the really fast Red Bull cars or like a Super GT car or something, but I wanted something that would be faster than me, faster than the field, but wouldn't actually lap us. So we just never see it. So I just used a Gr.4 car and just bumped up the power on it. And that way it's faster than us, but it's out of sight, out of mind. Second place car is pitting. My guess is we'll come out, or he'll come out right in front of us, probably 5 or 6 seconds ahead. Oh, missed that. Try not to make any mistakes. So we have just enough fuel, I think. Okay, there's the second place car up there. Keep an eye on this one behind me. So we're actually about 5 seconds behind. We can make it up without using too much fuel. I don't think we're going to catch the leader. I think he's too far ahead. Might catch a glimpse of him in the distance, but it's going to be a fight for second place. I wish that we could do rain races with Sophy. Hopefully they give that to us in an update soon. About 1.5 seconds. Missed the apex on that. Seconds. So something else I'm doing with this series, we're doing a whole championship series with this. The top 3 cars are going to get success ballast that I will add to them before the next race, and that includes my car too. So it'll get even heavier if we finish in the top 3. Yeah, so we can see the lead car occasionally, but no way we're catching him. Second place, though, we might have a chance. Almost brake too late there. Oh, understeer. Got on the throttle too early. Yeah, so we can see the leader up there, but we gotta run out of time. Well, he's not the leader currently, but he will be as soon as the rest of the cars pit. It went from bright and sunny to cloudy and dark. Tell you what though, with this, even though it takes some additional setup to make it so that it's a competitive race. I've been having a lot of fun with this Sophy stuff. It just takes a long time to set it up. I've been testing this series for several weeks now. Just trying to get the cars somewhat equal, but not too equal that they won't pass each other. We're getting there. And I think we have just enough fuel. As they say, catching up is one thing, passing is another. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, this car has bad aero wash. If you're right up behind someone and you are in the middle of a turn, it likes to understeer. Thought about it, but that just wasn't going to work. Maybe we can get him in the chicane down here. Oh, side by side through 130R is not gonna be good. Go. We gotta protect the inside. I think that's going to be it for us, because 6.2 seconds to the leader, I don't think it's going to happen. Plus we got to watch our fuel. Ooh, almost messed that up. I can see him, but coming back out. Taking about half a second off, but just not gonna happen. Looks like the when the Lexus pit before me, they actually got a good gain out of it. Because I think he was down in like 11th or 12th, something like that, and it's showing him in P8 right now. Here, 3. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Little Drifto action. Front tires are acting weird. I don't know if they're overheated or they should be okay according to the wear bars, but getting a lot of understeer. Got it down under 5 seconds now, but only 2 laps to go, and we have 2.2 on the fuel, so it's gonna be close. this Corvette that's in first, for the next event, or the next round, it's going to get 30 kg of ballast. And I'm going to get 20 kg, and the Mustang behind me will get 10. Oh, it looks like the Lexus moved up into 7th position. That's good. So they are passing each other back there. It's always good to see the names shuffle around behind you, because it shows you that the AI cars are actually passing each other. Alright, last lap, but we have 1.3 left on fuel. Oh, they've got cars pitting. Oh no. That's not good. That's really going to shake up the order. I didn't expect anybody to have to pit twice. All the test races I've done, I don't think anybody pit twice. But when I've run the races before, all the test races I've done using the timer, and I ran them for 60 minutes. And I decided last night to switch it over to a lap count. And for some reason, that has made them pit twice. I don't know why. Because the timed race that I did a couple days ago was 27 laps, so that's why I set it to 27 laps. Understeer. Yes, we shaved like a second and a half off the lead, but I couldn't push it too much harder because of the fuel. Hopefully none of the AI cars pit this time around. Alright, there you have it. Now that says third, but remember we have the pace car or the rabbit car out front that helps determine the pace of the other AI cars. I think it basically removes or severely limits the rubber banding effect. And if you're not familiar with the rubber banding effect, it's basically when you are behind the AI cars, they will slow down so you can catch them, and then when you get in front of them, they speed up to stay up with you. So they call it the rubber banding effect. And that car that's in first place, I call him D count because that stands for doesn't count. But he determines the pace of all the other AI cars. And like I said, I used a Gr.4 car with just a little bit more power than all the others so that he stays out front, but basically I never see him. So it's almost like he doesn't exist. Alright, let's compare this to... I have my starting grid here. Alright, so Martinborough started first and finished third. Bell started second, finished first. King started third and finished way down because that was one of the cars that pit with 2 laps to go. So he finished 16th. Charlie Fag started fourth and he finished 4th, so that's evened out. Jamie Day started 5th, and that was also one of the cars that pit. P18. Campbell started 6th, and I think he also pit, so he finished 15th. Feeney started P7 and finished P9. Ingle started 8th and finished 12th. Kostecki started P9 and finished dead last. I think he also pit. I think basically from Campbell on down to Kostecki, those cars all pit with 2 laps to go. And the Lexus that was moving up the ranks and got up to P7 was also pitted, so they finished P17. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of shuffling. We started P16 and finished P2, so that's good for us. And I'm going to take a screenshot of these so I can. So I'm actually tracking championship points too. So I will post those in the group on GT Planet if you are watching from there. Lost my clean race because I ran into the back of a couple cars. All right, so let's go through. So this car in first obviously doesn't count, like I said. Go through these. Whoops. So this car doesn't count. So Martinborough, Matt Bell, Harry King, and I tried to make the liveries as good as I could. Charlie Fagg, Jamie Day, Matt Campbell, Brock Feeney. I like that livery, it's pretty good. Mauro Engel, Brody Kostecki, the same livery that he's running in V8 Supercars. Simon Gachet, I think that's how you say it. Parker Thompson, I think he's a GT3 driver for Lexus in IMSA. I think it's Dries Banthor, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Sorry if I messed it up. Luca Stoltz. I think it's Colin Braun. Kenta Yamashita is a GT500 driver for Toyota in Super GT. I am a wannabe race car driver. Noah Kerr is actually he races in the Mustang Challenge in the US, and I created this livery from scratch. I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with that one. David Reynolds is a V8 Supercar driver, and OU is also a GT500 driver for Toyota in Super GT. So, and I like this livery too. So yeah, that is that. So I'll go through and fill out the points and stuff. And so the schedule I have for this series, we just did Suzuka, so we're going to do Laguna Seca next. And then I have Road Atlanta, and then Interlagos. And then we're going to do the 24-hour layout for the Nürburgring. But when I qualified the cars for that event, I'm just going to use the GP circuit because I don't feel like doing a whole lap of the 24-hour circuit with every car. And then we'll do Maggiore full circuit. I wish that we could have Sophy AI on the minor circuits, the other layouts. So you can see Sophy's only available on the full course in the forward direction. I would like to have it on East. This is one of my favorite layouts here, the East version. And this West End reverse right here is also pretty fun. Right? Am I looking at that right? Yeah. I wish that we could have Sophy on that one. But it is what it is. So let me look at, so for the BOP for the cars, excuse me, I'm dealing with some crap in my throat most of the morning. So for the AI in some of the cars, or for the BOP, sorry, the Aston, where are we at here? There we are. 399, which is basically stock power and stock weight. I think I added 30 kg to those because they qualified really high. So I went in and added some BOP adjustment of 30 kg. The Corvettes, I think I power limited it like 1 or 2 clicks on the ECU. There we are, Corvette. I don't think I added any weight to that. The Mustangs, so the Mustangs are slow out of the box, even with max power. So I had to add a supercharger to them and then power limit them down to 417. I don't believe I've added any ballast to those. The Jag F-Type, that one I also added a supercharger and power limited it to 417. That one I believe is also no ballast. And then my car, so compared to the Lexus here, my car is 412 horsepower, excuse me, and 3155 on the weight, and that includes, should be 80 kg, 81 kg, that's my body weight added to the car, but I'm going to have to add another 20 kg for success from finishing second, so there's that. The Lexus, see that one, like I said, the Lexus is weird because it is slow out of the box, and in order to make it competitive in this series, I had to severely increase the horsepower. So I added a turbo to it, and it is making 461 horsepower, and that is the base weight, 3086. And then the Mercedes, 419 horse, 3120 weight. Where's the Mercedes? I think, yeah, that's full power and full weight. So that's just bone standard. So these cars are pretty close out of the box, but the Lexus and the Mustang are kind of slow, and then the Jag's kind of average. So I had to fiddle with those to get them to be competitive, but other than that, that's going to be it. So for anybody that watched the stream, thanks for joining, especially Ian, who commented a few times there. I didn't see your stuff until after I had started the race, so it's kind of hard for me to pay attention for both. But yeah, I wanted a V8 Supercar series, and this kind of gets me close without, having to go full out custom with taking basically production cars and making them V8 series. So I think we could super bump up the power on these cars to see how it would go, make them like 600 horsepower or something. But that's for another day. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and catch the next event next Sunday. Should be next Sunday. I'll post it on GT Planet if anything changes. But we're going to Laguna Seca, so I'll probably run a test race or two before that event just to make sure everything's good. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next weekend.